on here and give you my opinion of the car market right now, what's going on. Just my opinion, Regina, the queen of car loans, opinion on the car market right now. Prices are high, payments are higher than they ever been on vehicles in many years. We have never ever seen the car market or the way it is today. I remember the last time the market was this bad was when General Motors, Chrysler filed bankruptcy. That's when Obama was in office and they were trying to figure out ways to get the car market together. That was done where I think it was cash for clunkers or clunkers for cash. Anyway, you turn your car in, you tow it in, we'll give you a certain amount for your car. And then that was around the time that I believe General Motors started offering like the 0% financing on vehicles, and then everybody else kind of followed behind with the 0% financing for, say, 36 months, 48 months, and maybe 1.9, 2.9 for 60 months, something like that. But we have never seen it the way it is today since COVID. Demand is high, supply is low. What does that mean? That means it's a demand for new cars. And we don't have a lot of new cars on the lot. I work at a Chevy store in Michigan. We usually have between 180 and 200 cars, sometimes 220 on the ground. We have never had this problem where we're only getting 40 to 50 new cars per month. So we're selling those cars when they're coming in. We're selling those before they come in. And what do I mean when I say that? We get a list every day or every other day about the cars that are coming in. And we're taking deposits. We're getting customers approved. We're locking them down on that particular vehicle. And in some cases, we're signing the paperwork before the car even hits the ground. Now, do I recommend you signing on a car that you've never seen before? No. But when you're talking about a new car, what's going to go wrong with a new car? Nothing. But we have not seen it where things have been so different where you are not going to be paying that $150 a month, $200 a month. You're not going to see those payments anymore. You know, I had a friend of mine, very good friends of the family. They're paying right now $504, $505 on a Tahoe. And they got up their Tahoe a year early. And because they were about to be over the miles. There are some other issues going on. But anyway, they got out their vehicle a year early because they didn't want to go over the miles or they were at the mile. And their payment is like $504 now. And some other little things were going on besides that. So I worked the payment up for them last night on a 2021 Chevy Tahoe LS. Same vehicle that the husband is driving now. He's driving a 19. Maybe the price went up maybe $1,000. Same features, but he's paying more. And the reason he's paying more, let me just break it down. Now, because demand is high and supply is low, to get out his vehicle, because his vehicle's up in August 2022. His buyout is on his car. His residual price on his car is to buy it out is $36,000 and some change. Well, we appraised the vehicle at $38,000. The miles on his car is like 28,800. And to get out his lease early, it's $6,600 some dollars. It's a little bit over $6,000. So it's better for us to buy the vehicle instead of doing early lease termination, taking all his payments that he has left, which is $6,600 and some change, and putting it onto another vehicle. It's cheaper for us to buy the vehicle. Because remember, his buyout price is $36,000 and some change, and we're appraising the car at $38,000. So he has about $1,700, and let's just say $1,737 in equity. And so what we're doing is we're taking this $1,737 and we're using that as down payment. That's positive equity. His payment is like $697, almost $700. But now because demand is high, supply is low, which is there's a demand for that vehicle and it's a supply for what we have on the lot, dealers are doing is they're charging more points on the front. They're charging you a point or two, or taking the max up with the points to make more profit. Because at the dealership, we are all in the United States, we're selling less vehicles. That means we're making less money. So everybody wants to maximize their car deal to the top, maximize it to the fullest, right? So everybody's taking 1 or 2 points on the front. They're taking up the front, which makes your payment higher. That's automatic. Also, you got to put money down. Those days for no money down leases are not done and not gone, but your payment's going to be higher. So if you want that lower payment, you have to put that money down. The whole point of this video today is to let you know that, yes, you're going to pay more in today's market for your vehicle, but things will eventually correct themselves. Things will eventually correct themselves. Yes, I said it twice. We don't know how, but because General Motors, Chrysler, Ford, Mercedes, and all these other Tesla, they will figure it out on how we're going to be able to come back from this. You know, I take it back when the housing market was booming back in the day. Booming. But now it's back, it's booming again. People are paying $20,000, $30,000 more over list price for a home than what the person is asking. People are paying that. So that market will eventually correct itself. And the car market will too. But let me just say this. People are out there paying sticker for a car. You know, if a car MSRP is $25,000, you know, I've heard dealerships and salespeople say they're charging $30,000 or $31,000, $5,000 or $6,000 over sticker. Now, ain't no way in heck that I would allow my customer, or I wouldn't even pay $5,000 or $6,000 over sticker price for a vehicle, because you can never correct yourself out of that unless things get bad, and then things get back good again, turn around real quick. But $5,000 or $6,000 over sticker, no way, no way. I wouldn't tell anybody to do that. Now, if you're buying a 2021 Chevy Corvette, that's different. 2021 Chevy Corvette, you're never gonna lose the value on a Corvette. That's because a Corvette is a Corvette. But remember, anytime anything walks off the lot, any car, whether it's a new car or a pre-owned car, the value's dropping. But right now, because of the market, because demand is high on these new cars and used cars, the supply is low. That means prices are gonna be sky high. But let me just tell you what we're doing where I am in my market in Michigan, where I work at Joe Longheimer Chevrolet in Waterford, who also owns a Chevy, a Buick, and a GMC store. Where my customers, and everybody knows my niche is customers with bad credit. That's 70% or 80% of my customers. You know, that other 20% or 15, 20%, 30%, whatever, they have good credit. But anyway, I'm telling my customers, because of your credit and because of the value of the cars, you are going to pay more for this vehicle. But I always tell my customers, you date that car, you don't marry that car, especially if you have bruised credit. Number one, I'm letting them know, even if they got good credit too, you're gonna pay more for a car now than what you paid a year ago because demand is high and supply is low. But I'm also letting them know that eventually the market will correct itself, but we just don't know when and don't know how. But where I work at the dealership, it's a second generation dealer, which the third generation children, his third generation, his boys are eventually going to take over the dealership. But second generation dealer, the customer base of the families have bought cars from the dealership for years. Meaning that the grandmother bought a car, the mother bought a car, the mother's children bought a car, the children's children bought a car, the grandparents bought a car, the grandfathers bought a car, the cousins, the uncles. You know, it just goes deep into the family tree that have bought cars over the years from Joe Longheimer Chevrolet. And then I sell cars doing the same process. And then I sell to the cousins, to the uncles, to the aunts. So it goes deep. You want that repeat business. But how I look at it is that you don't want to bury a customer in the car and they're going to pay $5,000 or $6,000 over sticker. That is bull crap. Anyway, I'm off of my horse. I just wanted to share my opinion on this video. Forgot to tell you in the beginning to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video.